I'm Paula.
Paula, and this is a story about you and your children.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So do you want to go right back to the beginning?
Yeah, I'll start with me. So I grew up without any vaccinations, had quite a healthy childhood, although had eczema and asthma, and then developed issues where I needed antibiotics. So I had a couple of years of antibiotics, and then I went travelling and I had a 4-in-1 injection. I went to India, so it was polio, Hep B, and I can't remember the others, but it was 4-in-1. And I remember my health at the time, it was okay, you know, I had good health, but then after that, just things really went downhill. I had fatigue, and then now I haven't had it diagnosed officially, but I have all the signs of Hashimoto's, so an immune disease. So I'm trying to deal with that now. I have 2 children.
Can I just ask you, did you say to the doctor after your 4-in-1 vaccine, you never went back to discuss it?
No,
oh,
never.
Okay.
Didn't really go to the GPs for anything at that time. So.
Okay, so while you were pregnant, what was your opinions on vaccines, especially as you've been injured?
Yeah, I didn't know. I just trusted the GPs and was going to vaccinate did vaccinate my children.
Okay, so how old are they, you say?
So my children my daughter's just turned 13 and my son is 10.
And were you offered vaccines when you were pregnant?
Not that I remember.
Okay, so when did your first child?
So my daughter, she had full immunisations up to the first NMR, so I think that's 13 months. And then she reacted really badly, really badly in my eyes compared to other people. I'm sure it's not, but she was quite poorly, quite sick, feverish. And then within weeks, she was covered from head to foot in eczema, really, really bad eczema. Almost looked as though she had burns. It was that bad. And then we went. Then, months after that, she started developing food allergies. Constantly being sick, reacting with hives, swelling face, in and out of the doctors, and then I made my son. So there's 2 years in between my children, and my son had up to the 6-month vaccination. So that's the DTaP, I can't think it's called that, and
Tib?
Yeah. I think both of them had their whooping cough vaccination, and last year they both had whooping cough.
They actually had the disease?
They actually had the disease, and that was recorded by the GPs. And then, so as we realised that my daughter was having all these symptoms of food allergies, eczema, asthma came on in later life, as did hay fever. I started looking into why that these would happen, and the creams and everything for the eczema weren't working. It was horrific in the first 2 to 3 years of her life, and then I did my research and found out about the vaccines, and the more I talked to people, that I stopped vaccinating the children.
Okay, so your first child, and your other child was partially vaccinated?
Yeah, partially vaccinated, but he has multiple food allergies as well.
And how are they now that you stopped vaccinating?
My daughter seems to have more symptoms. She's got They both have learning difficulties. They're both dyslexic, and my daughter seems to have more bowel issues. She's allergic to so many different foods. She's not growing properly. She's just got hope. She's under about 3 different paediatricians to try and sort out the issues, and none of the paediatricians can pinpoint what's going on with her. I mean, she's healthy, she goes to school, but there's definitely underlying issues which we can't resolve to do with fatigue and growth.
Have you tried staying away from paediatricians and going to naturopaths or
Yeah, we have.
chiropractors or people like that?
So we see a homeopath, change our diet. I've done so much and so much research, and I feel that everything that we have done has made a huge difference. And I think if it wasn't for that, the children would be in such a worse state than they are now. And generally day to day is good, you know, they have a healthy life, but they, I did want to mention one thing, that I'm very active within the food allergy community in the UK. So my daughter's 13, and when she was diagnosed with her food allergies, it was rare. I was the only person in my area with a child with, or that I know, I was the only person that I knew of in a small community that had food allergies, and now I know so many people, and the rise is just horrific, and frankly, it's not acceptable. I know of families who've lost children due to anaphylaxis, and that scares the life out of me. It can't continue.
You bring up a very good point, because people come up to the bus in America and they say, oh, my child's only got a peanut allergy or whatever allergy, a nut allergy or thing, and so it's an injury. It's an injury.
It is an injury.
And it's a serious one, and my mother tells me, she doesn't know if her child is out partying and takes the wrong thing. It's life-threatening.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And it's all preventable.
Well, I think it is. I think it's hugely preventable. It's like, and where's this rise come from? And the rise, for me, is clear. The change from my life, from my childhood to now, is the amount of vaccines that we have, and definitely the food we eat. But they go together.
We've been interviewing the unvaccinated. I haven't seen any allergies yet. They're fit, they're strong.
Yeah, healthy. Yeah,
they're healthy. And we asked them, do you have any allergies? No. It's night and day. Isn't it, Ryan?
Night and day.
Ryan's child is, I'm talking about again, Cruz again. He's unvaccinated.
Yeah, unvaccinated. He doesn't get sick ever. Really. I mean, if he does get sick, he's sick for a day, and then he's better.
Does he have any allergies?
No. I mean, he doesn't eat gluten, but that's just because, we try to eat pretty.
Because it's genetically modified crap, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing, smart, bright, and we've gotten to the point where we can see when parents bring kids on the bus, like it's become kind of a game, right? Let me guess, this is an unvaccinated story. I mean, you can see like the brightness in these kids' eyes. It's incredible. There's a light that hasn't been, kind of dulled out. But.
Yeah. So it was preventable.
Yeah.
That's the report from the study on the road in America. The American people will tell you.
The very scientific study that we're doing.
It's a people study.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the truth. It's not rather than the fake, manipulated, bought out bloody science.
Well, the people
study.
2020, you've got your work cut out. You know that? You know what I'm talking about? 2020?
No. Oh, you're on next. Wait. Okay, we'll have you in a second.
But that, hearing that, fills me with so much anger. And when I probably can say something limited, but there was a boy who died in London last week due to anaphylaxis. I've got a friend locally whose child died from anaphylaxis. And if it's preventable, it just makes me sick to my stomach that the government or just the health authority are letting this happen. And I'm just, well, I wish I knew what I know. Now I wish I knew earlier and I didn't vaccinate my children, but at least at least I know now, and I'm doing lots of preventable things now.
Now, do you want help? Because there are people here that can contact you, PM you on Facebook.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
are you on
please.
Facebook?
I am.
What's your name on Facebook?
Paula Thompson.
Paula Thompson. She's from London?
I'm from East Grinstead.
East Grinstead.
East Grinstead.
Okay, so people with all those ideas and help for the children, then please contact her or PM her on Facebook. Paula, thank you so much. Now, have you signed your children's name on Ali's car?
No, I'm going to do that now.
Go and do that, and we're going to make a film, I think, because I think Anu's filming the people signing the car, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
Maybe not.
Card?
Can I?
But he's going to go out and sign one now.
Can
Yeah.
Can I just mention one thing which I've found really invaluable is high doses of vitamin C, which I don't know if you've come across people taking that yet, but that's...
We live with Dr. Suzanne Humphreys, and she never stops going on about high doses of vitamin. Have you met her?
No, I haven't.
You need to go and have a chat with her.
Oh, I will do.
She's get on really well.
She's fantastic. So, yeah. So
High doses of vitamin C, yes, we have that thrown down our periscope, and
Good.
we are back next every
that's
day.
great. Oh,
But
that's,
thank you for that.
oh, thank you so
And
much.
it's going to be okay. We're going to sort this out. Your story helps. It's good because we don't, as I said, have many people coming and talking about the horrific effects of allergies, and they are horrific.